Alrighty then, welcome back everybody. Yeah, I'm still not almost. Well, I'm almost back to normal with the flu. So it's just a lot of double work, that's for sure. So today I actually wanted to get started on getting the last bit in the front be done. So what I'm going to be aiming for is getting the rocks here detailed in, and then do the whole damn shenanigans there. So no further ado, let's get started. I hopefully get that finished by today. Oh fucking hell! Ugh. So I need to make sure that this is gonna be placed like that. So that means that I need to put this there. Yep, and then I need to make sure that I have this one, and then I need to have this one into a different group. There you go. So let's design first a rock that I want to create. So, well, the rock is going to be created like this. So, what I create here is actually a nice little effect, like, a nice rock in the front of it all, like this maybe. So that's going to be like this, that. Then you have this one there, then that one there, and then we have like multiple bits of upper places to be at. Something like that, maybe? There you go. So with that said, it should be fine. So now we have actually everything that I want, right? Most likely, yes. And no. Like that. Alright, so now we have this rock drawn in, like so. And then of course we're going to add in like grass here, grass there, and grass on this side as well. So we're going to add grass there. And then once that rock is finished, like so. Do want to add in some more stuff there as well? Yes, I think I want to also add a little bit of rock here as well, like a tiny one. So if I do that, then I can actually fill up all of this, right? Or is that too empty? That's always the question, like, is it too empty if I add like a little bit of rocks, or do I need to add like a more rocky environment there to create the effect that I want? So probably this is going to be the thing that I want to go for, and then of course making sure that this bit is a little bit not, hooked. So like something like this. Then we're going to add in more grass. Something here is missing. So here needs to be also like, nice looking rocks that are laying around. Something like that. Yeah. Alright. Now we have done that. Now we can add here more grass there. So now we actually have this whole damn thing. So I want to go from here. Then we're gonna make a cut here, which means that we need to add like new rocks there to create the environment that I want. So we're gonna make a new bit here. So after that I want to have a bit here with grass. So with grass effect and stone slabs. Because then I want to make make some moves here as well, like, you know, nice looking rocks on this side of the map part. And then of course, then we're gonna add in that nice little bench right there. And then we're gonna be able to do this, then add more grass there, there. And then here I want to add what? What do I want to add here? I could add an empty field if I want to, but I don't think that I want to do that. So I want to add something here that actually works. So most likely that is gonna be then more rocks, or it's gonna be like a little bit of a flower patch. Like a little bit of flower patch here. So do I want to add a flower patch here so that I add, that means that I need to add grass here. So like that, flower patch there. And then that is how we're gonna do. Yeah. Alright, cool. I have what I want to do with it. Now that we have designed it, now we need to just create it. It's gonna be a lot of work. Probably not gonna be done in one day, but then again, being sick for a whole week is not also a very fun reward, honestly. I wanted to do a lot of things, and then getting sick absolutely kicks that in absolutely into a different gear. But then again, you always need to make sure that you are adaptive to the effects that are in the area. Otherwise, you always will be not ahead of all of the things. You always need to make sure that if you have things like this, you always need to make sure that you're, well, you know, doing it well. Alright, now we're going to be adding in the rocks. I want to have these rocks on a different layer than the layer that I have. Mainly because then I can make mistakes, and then I can actually add the mistakes later down the line if I want to. There you go. Then that is gonna be like that. So then I need to get this one there. Oh, I should not have done for a straight line here. I should not gone for a straight line here. There. Now we have done that part, which means that we can actually add this there, like so. So now we have this rock done. Now we need to get that rock into the line work here. Alright, then we're gonna add in that grass effect again in there. And then once we're done with all of this, we're able to pull this off, if I'm correct. So that's the whole point of it always, It takes a while to get it done, but once it's done, oh boy, it is very rewarding. There we go. And by doing this, we should be able to get ahead of the curve here with this all. Then, once we have this rock done, we can then actually get more stuff done and get more things done. The rock itself, I can change it up a bit, and I should do that, but for now, no. I need to first have a clear view upon it. Ah, man. Having a headache every single time you wake up is terrible, by the way. Especially because you're sick, then it's like, ah yes, by the way, here is a fucking hit as a mocha. So I want to fix this bit. I don't like how I created this rocket. It's not ideally great because of how the rock works. And, you know, making sure that I have like a nice looking rock is better than having a rock that actually doesn't do proper. Alright, then we need to get here, we need to get one more. And do we want to add like, you know, a little bit of rock texture here? Because this means I can actually add a rock texture on the move. There you go. Now we have that rock part done. Then we're gonna add here some more rock texture to it. And this is how you create a rock from scratch. You just add more stuff to it later down the line. Alright, and then we're gonna go down with this. So, because we have this bit, do I want to then make sure that I have this bit created on the other layer? Yes, most likely. But not here. So here it needs to be split. There you go. Now we have a rock that actually works. Good. Now we're going to be moving that rock further down the line. So we're going to create that rock here as well. And of course these rocks are not going to be drawn in. The coloring is going to be on the layer underneath it, but not and then the coloring of the grass is going to be underneath this layer right here. So there you go. Now that it is fixed, do I want to add another rock here as well? Yeah, why not? There. Now we have done those rocks, we can actually get that grass up and running as well. Do I want this grass? Technically I want this grass to be on a different layer. Twice. One for the fill-in and one for the non-fill-in, but I will do that later. Well, I can do it now actually. Alright, so I want this grass to be another curb then. Alright, now we have that done, that done, that done, then here needs to be more grass. And now is the hardest part, so I need to create this grass. But I also need to make sure that if I create this grass, that I don't overextend it, and that I don't overuse it, so that I have a nice looking effect here and there. So here is gonna be like long grass, and then on the other side it's not gonna be long grass too much. And the idea is that we're moving up from time to time, so we're going to move up from one point to another. So we build up slowly all the grass that we need, instead of having it all fixed on one position. Otherwise we will probably have a lot of issues later down the line, once we connect it all. Because we need to technically make sure that we have this effect, so let me just grab this then, so I can show you what I mean. Yellow or blue is actually, nah, blue is better. Blue is way better for this. So what is gonna happen? I need to make sure that this line is here correct. So we have 3 lines. We have one line here, we have one line here, and one line here. Well, technically the bench is technically the line. So we have like a multiple lines that we need to be making sure that we have that crossed. So these are the lines that need to be held accountable, and these lines are very delicate, but they are able to be changed. Don't get me wrong, but we need to make sure that we keep these lines in our mind, so that we, when you try to draw things, that you don't overdraw things, or that you don't overdo things too much. And don't forget to use thickness here as well. Oh. I think this is enough grass, right, to make it happening, probably. I need to make here some stonework, so I need to make sure this is cleared first. Okay, now we have done that. If I'm correct, that would make it solvable. Yes. Alright, now we need to make sure that we have this all colored in. Now you're probably wondering, like, why would you do this? Well, it's to make sure that we have a good representation of grass on it, and, well, it does solve a lot of issues later down the line. But first, we need to do this so that we can actually make the grass feel like it's grass and not some kind of weird, wacky structure. Yeah, it's... Alright. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That is actually quite nice to how it looks. Nice. And then we're gonna seal this bit up right there. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna go back to the rock part and we add more stuff to it again. And eventually, once we add enough of this, then, we can actually call it a day. Or at least, that's my idea. I was not planning to do the coloring this day because, well, it requires a lot. And I mean a lot of tension on your hand. Which kind of sucks, don't get me wrong. Alright, now the question is like, do I want to add some little bits of like long stripes, like the yellow, the blue things here? Why not actually? Why not add those there? Since we're already busy with those things anyway. Then we're gonna add in a big rock here. And then one more that's over here, like. So now we can actually get back to the drawing part, which means here. That is good. Yes, alright, now we need to move onwards. So now we need to make sure that we have that line there. Alright, now we need to get more stuff done. So we need to have a big rock there, so we need to get first a rock drawn in, otherwise things will look very awkward very fast. A nice slab there, and a nice slab over here as well. Alright, now we have those things there. Do we want to add also here something then? Yeah, probably. Alright, then we're gonna go here. Alright. Which means I can now move this bit out of the way. Yes. Alright, then I need to add some more stuff to it, so let's do that. Then we're gonna go here. Oh, this is gonna be so painful to do. My hand is already feeling very tired from this. But then again, it was necessary. I needed to do this anyway. But I think after this, after coloring this all up, I think I need to quit already because of all the fucking hand gesture. Well, that, but nah. Okay, that means I have put a little bit too little grass effect on this. go. Alright, now that should work then, right? Yeah, most likely. And then here also. And then I should have the texture that is necessary. I can already feel the fucking stress on my hand because of this amount of fucking work, so I need to call it quits after this. But then again, tomorrow I can then actually fill this all up, and then most likely this will take most likely 2 days left, and then it should be fine, or 2 hours or 3 hours technically, not 3 days, but I think tomorrow I will be working on it a little bit, and then color it up already so that we can actually move onwards to this bit, so you already can see the result of it all. All right. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy it for now, and yeah, and that looks good. I just hope that once the final result is in, then I will have a good day. But ow. Man, being sick is not the best idea, but at least I'm no longer bleeding my nose out, so that's always great. Yeah, I think I will leave it here for now, and thanks all for watching, and I hope we'll see you next time. Tomorrow, this will probably be already colored up and fully colored up, so that we can actually move to the next bit, because this is gonna be probably then tomorrow done, and then the day afterwards we can just fill up the last bits, and then it's all good. Alright, I hope you'll enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and bye!